Victorious was a popular Nickelodeon TV show for teens before it was cancelled. The show is about a young woman named Tori Vega whose dream is to become a star. Like every other TV show, there's always private moments that go on behind the scenes. In this video, we'll take a look at exclusive secrets about the Nickelodeon show Victorious.
It's all right, Jade. I savor your bitterness like a sweet, rancid cream sauce.
In the third episode of Season 1, everyone learns how to stage fight during theater rehearsal class. The teacher puts everyone into pairs so they can practice stage fighting with one another. During the stage fighting process, people use the safe word Butternut to avoid getting injured while practicing. Ever since this episode was filmed, the cast and crew of Victorious would use the word Butternut on the set whenever they were scared or annoyed. This really makes you wonder how many cast and crew have their own special lingo like Victorious. Another interesting fact about the stage fight episode is that Liz did not have a stunt double. After the characters learn how to stage fight, they put their skills to the test. Tori plays an elderly woman on her way home from a bingo game, and Jade plays a mugger. The mugger tries to steal the woman's watch, and the woman responds by whacking the mugger with her cherry wood cane. Liz endured the fake whacks all on her own without a stunt double. Liz was completely fine in real life, but Jade gets a nasty black eye from the cane smacking. In a YouTube video created by Schneider, he asks the cast of Victorious who they would eat first if they were stranded on a desert island. The majority of the cast members pick Leon as the one to sacrifice in this situation because he's the most meaty out of everyone. Matt said that he would eat Rex because he's the most expendable. Liz originally said that she wouldn't choose anyone because she's a vegan and could survive on plants, but if she had to choose, it would be Leon. Everyone else pretty much ganged up on Leon, except for Victoria. Even Leon said,
I say me, I got some meat on my bones.
When Schneider casted the girls for Victorious, he realized he had 4 girls with brown hair. Schneider explained that he wanted their appearances to stand out a little more by having one of the actresses change their hair color. Out of Victoria, Ariana, Liz, and Daniela, Ariana was the one who had to take one for the team and dye her hair red. In the end, Ariana's iconic red velvet cupcake hair gave life to Kat's character. Throughout the Victorious show, Tori had various love interests, which included Daniel, Ryder, and Steven. Victoria's knowledge and experience with romance on the show was convincing, but that's because it's not the first show that Victoria had to kiss on camera. Her first kiss was with Cole Sprouse on The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. She played a character named Rebecca on an episode called The Fairest of Them All. If it weren't for her previous experience, Tori might not have been as confident during kissing scenes as she was. According to an extra on the set of the episode called Tori and Jade's Playdate, Matt Bennett was making some risque jokes. The extra said that Matt was making jokes about Avan Jogia's package because he was wearing extremely tight pants. We can only wonder if Matt always made risque jokes behind the scenes or if this was a one-time occurrence because of Avan's clothing that day. Matt seems like a pretty nice guy, so it's probably safe to say that he doesn't usually indulge in scandalous jokes.
She lied to me. That little say it, fibber.
The plot of Victorious included several fictional plays which the characters would take part in. A few of the plays included Clowns Don't Bounce, Dang, It's Lonely Out Here, and Uptown Downtown. You might have noticed that the dialogue in these plays is exceptionally bad. However, this was completely intentional. Schneider explained that the writing team had fun coming up with lame dialogue. He also stated that sometimes lame dialogue would be created unintentionally, which wasn't nearly as fun as when it's created intentionally. You might be wondering why the writers would want to incorporate bad dialogue intentionally. It's probably to help the audience differentiate what's part of Victorious and what's a play within Victorious.
For that afternoon, my bird left, and so went my spirit.
Schneider has had quite a successful career. He was the creator of Victorious, Zoe 101, The Amanda Show, Drake and Josh, iCarly, Henry Danger, among a few others. Before Dan worked on the creation side of television, he starred in a television show himself when he was a teen. He was in a TV show called Head of the Class and played a character named Dennis Blunden. The sitcom was about a group of gifted high school students that are placed in an enrichment class together. The show follows their journey of self-discovery and friendship.
The density of oxygen on the planet Mars.
Victorious ran for 4 seasons, but in reality, the show was only 3 seasons long. The show was canceled partway through season 3. Instead of finishing the season, the remaining episodes were aired later to make it seem like the show had 4 seasons. There were a lot of rumors circling why Victorious was canceled at the time. Dan made it clear that he had nothing to do with canceling the show. The decision was entirely Nickelodeon's and was based on the fact that most kids' TV shows are the most profitable when they run for about 60 episodes. In the official theme song of Victorious, there's a moment where Tori catches a gold microphone. Although she fumbles a little and then has a silly, surprised look on her face. This was because Victoria almost missed catching the gold microphone while they were filming this portion of the theme song. Dan said that he loved it so much that he had to put it in the main titles. The opening scenes with Tori driving with earbuds were also filmed during the golden hour so that she could look as glowy and gorgeous as possible. In an interview with Elizabeth Gillies, the actress said that the only thing she had in common with Jade is that they both look like bunnies. Despite the fact that Liz and Jade have basically nothing in common, Liz said that she loved playing the part of Jade. She said in the interview that Jade is a dynamic character that's always changing, which is what makes playing the part so exciting. She also went on to say that she could never play a monotonous mean girl. Liz said, quote, "I would just die if I had to play a one-dimensional mean girl."
My favorite toy was a hammer. You finished the puzzle.
Victorious isn't the first Dan Schneider show that Victoria Justice has been on. She also played the character Lola Martinez on Zoey 101. This was Victoria's first steady job as an actress. Her work on Zoey 101 is considered to have foreshadowed her work on Victorious. In fact, Lola's character was also an aspiring performer with dreams of becoming an actress. It's assumed that Dan used this character template for the Victoria show and used Victoria as the actress. When watching your favorite TV shows, you probably find yourself wondering what goes on in between scenes. According to the cast of Victorious, a big part of working on a Nickelodeon set is playing pranks on one another and eating delicious food. You would think that much more dramatic and crazy things would go on backstage, but by the sounds of it, the cast of Nickelodeon shows are just like any other workplace or group of teens. It looks like celebrities aren't so different after all.
You can't think of one thing that you like about me?
I like when you're sad.
According to Victoria, she hates watching herself on the Victoria show while her friends are around. This might seem odd, but when you think about it, it would be awkward watching yourself on TV, especially with your closest friends. It could make you feel self-conscious and take you back in time. Hopefully, it's not because her friends make fun of her. In 2018, Nickelodeon announced that Dan Schneider would no longer be producing TV shows with the network. At the time, people were shocked because Dan was a major creator with the network. Many people wondered why, but there isn't a clear answer. There are rumors that Schneider was predatory and abusive towards his cast, but no real accusers or stories turned up. People even commented that Schneider would tweet photos of girls' feet from his cast. Other rumors said that Dan's departure from the network had to do with his infamous temper. Apparently, Dan blew up over the network canceling his show Game Shakers without a final episode. On another occasion, Dan supposedly became angry when there was a change in management at Nickelodeon. Rex is considered to be a main character of the show, which is Robbie's puppet. In real life, Matt is not a ventriloquist. In fact, Nickelodeon said that Matt had to have special training for the role on Victorious. In the end, all Matt did was the puppetry of Rex on the show. Rex's voice was dubbed by Jake Farrow, which is uncredited. Maybe Matt took up the art of ventriloquism after the show ended.
Uh-oh, this didn't take long to go bad.
After Victorious was canceled, Victoria Justice had an unfortunate incident. Her private photos were leaked. The incident happened in 2014, and Victoria initially denied that they were her photos. Later on, she came clean and admitted that the photos were hers. This issue was quickly swept under the rug as Victoria took legal action. This was a smart move considering that Victoria was an underage actress at the time. The leaked photos did not have anything to do with Victorious' cancellation because the show had already ended. However, the incident probably affected Victoria's relationship with Nickelodeon and her career that followed. Avan Jogia was born in Vancouver, British Columbia in Canada. Beck, the character that Avan played on Victorious, was also Canadian. Was this a coincidence? Or did Dan purposely cast Avan for the role of Beck because he was Canadian too? We may never know for certain. Either way, Avan did a great job demonstrating his Canadian side through Beck on the show.
Man, you make me happy.
Sometimes during or after TV shows, fans begin to ship characters on the show or the people who play them. Victorious is no exception. Many fans shipped Liz and Avan because they're often seen being close together and hanging out. Avan mentioned Liz in many of his interviews, and Liz said that she considered Avan to be a flirt. Avan also had a nickname for Liz, which is Liz McGills. They've also been flirty with one another over social media, making fans wonder if there's something more between them, Obviously, the couple have some chemistry together. To many fans' disappointment, the two Victorious alumni never actually dated.
Wait, the costume designer was in your dressing room?
Uh-huh.
Was she cute?
He was adorable.
The old Victorious news was saved for last. It's no secret that Ariana and Victoria didn't get along on the show. The feud became super obvious during an interview when the cast were discussing how Ariana sings a lot on set. Liz was supportive of Ariana, but Victoria chimed in by saying, "I think we all sing," while rolling her eyes. After this incident, the relationship between Ariana and Victoria went downhill. Ariana opened up about the issues on the set of Victorious with 17 magazine. She said that she was so unhappy working on Victorious because someone said that they didn't like her and never would. Ariana said that she wanted to fit in, so she tried to change her ways to please everyone. Although, this only made Ariana miserable, which is completely understandable.
So gross how he's always hitting on every girl.
I never hit on you.
And that completes the behind-the-scenes secrets of the Victorious TV show. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to The Things if you want to see more behind-the-scenes content. See ya!